All right, Trev.
Let's do it.
Let's get power rankings going, man.
All right.
You ready for this one?
Let's do it.
So this could be a big one. We got to go efficient. Quick, not too fast. Take your time.
All right.
Power
Efficient.
rankings, 14-1, your playoff teams.
Oh, all the playoff teams. Woo.
Who's
All
14?
Right. Okay. So I argued with you in a whole offseason about the disrespect you were putting on Bo Nix's name. Yeah. And I told you, Bo Nix was in college for 47 years. Yeah. I watched all of Bo Nix, and I told you. The dude has experience in big games. He's been to different big schools in the country. He's ready to go. And I was right. What I didn't see was the Broncos being in the playoffs. There was no shot I saw that happening. For that, they're 14. I have no faith in them. They will be one and done. They're a year ahead of schedule.
Okay.
I think another offseason here, Sean Payton's doing a tremendous job and should get considerations for Coach of the Year. And the Broncos next year may be a real pain in Patrick Mahomes' side. But right now, it's too early. So I have the Broncos at 14. I do like where they're headed, though.
Look, Bo, 1.6 air yards per attempt Knicks is a nice story.
Oh, God.
And he's perfect for Sean Payton.
It's just.
Broncos at Buffalo taking on the Bills. That's going to be a fun game. That Broncos defense is legit.
Close game?
I don't know what the spread is on it.
Well, we can get that.
But I'm just saying it could be interesting. But at the end of the day, that Bills defense is legit.
Bills are favored by 9. You taking the points with the Broncos or not? Ooh. Yes or no? Right now. Gut.
In Buffalo.
Cold weather. Those fans are going to be wasted.
Coming from,
they're going to get slaughtered. Don't overthink this.
Bo Nix is going to make bad mistakes, especially in the playoffs.
They're going to get crushed.
Yeah, I'll lay the points.
All right.
Once that gets above 10.
All right.
But my 14 team is the Steelers. Look, you don't lose 4 in a row going into the playoffs, and I can really speak highly of you. So
yeah,
I keep it simple with the Steelers, man. Like Russell Wilson, Mike Tomlin, the wall that Russell Wilson has hit.
Yeah,
it's just the team, the mistakes they make in certain spots. George Pickens is just an absolute joke. Like it's just at the most important, some of the most important positions are still unserious.
Yeah.
I got Steelers at 14. Who's your 13?
I'm going Packers. I'm very concerned. Yeah, I am. And you know, you had talked me into them as the season went on, but now I'm out. Well, Christian Watson getting hurt is a big loss.
He's always injured.
He is, but now, my goodness. And then also, Jordan Love. I know. You know where I'm starting to get concerned with him? Mm-hmm. Does he have that dog? Because he checks a lot of boxes. He has all the tools. But I don't see dog in him, and I'm getting very concerned. I don't, again, sort of like the Broncos, I think maybe next season could be the Packers. It's not now. I don't believe in that team. I'm off on them because I talked myself into them. Now I'm talking myself out. I'm out.
Tough matchup at Philly taking on the Eagles.
Yeah, they're catching that L, dog.
Oof, big time. I have the Packers way higher up. Texans are 13 for me.
Well, you've always believed in the Packers.
Texans offensive line.
Yeah.
It's just time and time again, we've seen the struggles. C.J. Stroud just looks like he's been pressing all second half of the season, especially. The confidence isn't there for him to be comfortable in the pocket. They've dealt with their injuries. Nico Collins and him are both healthy, but it's the offensive line that worries me. Tough matchup for them with the Chargers, but I have Texans at 13. I have the Broncos at 12. So
okay,
I'm not thinking too highly of them. Who do you have at 12?
Well, at least you put a little respect on Bo Nix's name. I'm going Steelers there. Look, everything you said is admirable. I agree. I think there's pressure on Mike Tomlin, and that's the only reason I have them a little higher than you. But the Steelers are a mess right now.
Who's your 11 then?
I'm going Commanders. Listen, Jaden Daniels is so special. I believe Jaden Daniels is very capable of not only going on a run, but taking over the damn NFC as we see it. I know the Lions are hot shack right now. I know the Eagles are always a problem. This Jaden Daniels kid is so special. He can get hot. He already is. But if he could stay hot, this team could go on a run. I am high on the Commanders.
I have a much higher. Rams at 11 for me. Feel like I'm low on them, but the back end of that secondary worries me. The offense is getting healthy. The offensive line is good. They have a run game with Kyron Williams. 2 really good receivers, really a receiving room that goes 4 or 5 deep. And they got Matt Stafford and Sean McVay. But that defense does worry me, especially in playoff football.
You tripping on the Rams, dog. I'm going Texans at 10. DeMeco Ryans and C.J. Stroud. I hear what you're saying. They are a mess, and that division's even worse. But that head coach quarterback combo, damn, that's good. And sometimes in the playoffs, that's all you need. I'll go Texans at 10.
Chargers at 10.
Oh, okay.
Jim Harbaugh,
Yeah.
tough football team.
Yeah.
The way they play travels, they run the ball, they win at the defensive line. We saw how dominant their D-line is firsthand taking on the Patriots. And again, I'm looking at this of like teams objectively, but also what their matchup is. Chargers taking on the Texans. Yes, it's in Houston, but that D-line matchup with a really bad Texans offensive line, Chargers team with a good secondary, and they're just going to eat up clock, run the ball. I do like that. That's a game though. You got to lean under. D'Amico Ryan's defensive head coach against Jim Harbaugh. I'd lean under in that game.
I'm gonna go Vikings at 9. I think they're a great story, not a great team, and they're gonna lose to the Rams.
I have Buccaneers at 9.
Okay.
I feel like I should have the Chargers higher than them. Baker's a gamer. Mike Evans is healthy. The offense is good. Let's see how good the defense shows up. I have Commanders at 8. So I'm way higher than you.
You like them, yeah.
I don't like the defense, but I like how Jaden Daniels just covers up so many
He
flaws.
does.
And late in game, he is clutch. Talk about experience, playing in big games, playing in different spots throughout college football, playing at LSU on the road in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
I like him in the postseason, man. I really do, especially in a matchup with the Buccaneers. I think Commanders win that
I'll
one.
give you my next 2 because it's for the same reasons. Chargers I have at 8 and the Rams I have at 7, and it's because of that, and I mentioned this, head coach quarterback combo. With the Chargers, I get Herbert and Harbaugh, yes please, and with the Rams, I get McVay and Stafford champions, and then sprinkle in Puka and Kupp healthy, yes. Give me Chargers at 8, Rams at 7.
Packers at 7 for me. That defense forces a lot of turnovers. I am worried about Jordan Love. I do think they lose because the Eagles are that good, but I like the Packers at 7. Who do you have at 6?
I have the Bucks. I believe in them way more than you. They have team chemistry, and Todd Bowles. I hear you on the defense, but that's a championship coach with a defense in mind that can dial them up like nobody's business. The Bucks could go on a run here.
At 6, Kansas City Chiefs.
At 6? Lord have mercy.
Look,
Thank you and good night, everyone.
They have
I'm
15.
leaving. What?
His defense is good.
Do you know they can three-peat?
I think they get lucky in too many spots. The games get
Lucky?
tight. And when you're playing good teams like they will face, obviously if that first round bye, playing at Kansas City's huge. But look, man, if it's Josh Allen that comes knocking,
Oh, my God. Like we haven't seen that movie before.
Josh Allen that comes knocking, if it's Lamar that comes knocking, with those offenses that can put up points, I don't believe in the Chiefs in clutch time. I have them at 6.
Clearly.
That says how much I think of my
Yeah,
top
no
5.
Shaq. I got the Ravens at 5. If Lamar doesn't beat Mahomes this year, it ain't happening.
I got Ravens at 5 as well. Lamar, Derrick Henry, the defense has been figured out in the back
better
end.
win it.
I just like my top 4 a lot more. Who do you have at 4?
The Bills. If Josh Allen doesn't beat Mahomes, it's never happening.
I have the Vikings at 4.
4?
Coming off that loss against
You
the
got
Lions.
them above the Chiefs?
Yes. That defense is
need
the
a
best in the
cigarette,
NFL.
dog.
Sam Darnold with Kevin O'Connell is the perfect nucleus. Even though they open up at the Rams, this is a team built for turf. Defense shows up. They put quarterbacks under pressure. And that passing game is absolutely phenomenal. Like Jordan Addison, what a gem they have with him next to Justin Jefferson.
Dog, you got Sam Darnold over Patrick Mahomes, bruh.
I have the Vikings over the Chiefs. I
All
do
right.
not have Sam Darnold over Patrick
All
Mahomes.
right.
You do this all the time.
I'm going Eagles at 3. Look, everything's kind of falling into place for them in the NFC. I hear you with the Lions. but-
Jalen Hurts needs to clear protocol, but yes.
Yeah, well, right, of course. But yeah, I like the Eagles. It feels like it could be their year while everyone's talking about the Lions.
Bills at 3. Josh Allen, Superman cape.
Yeah.
They'll at least open the playoffs, at home. I just think that's big for them. I believe in them to win at Kansas City.
Okay.
So I believe in the Bills.
Unlike my man here, I have to go chalk for 1 and 2 because, they kind of earn the 1 seeds for a reason.
I don't care.
So I know you don't. I'm going to go Lions at 2 instead of putting them at 1. I do love they sent a message beating the hell out of the Vikings. That was a message that they sent. I like that. But Dan Campbell just worries me to pieces with the gambling. And I'm a gambler, and he still worries me. But I'll go Lions 2 here.
Lions at 2 as well.
They feel like destiny a little bit.
Somehow Aaron Glenn keeps getting that defense showing up. Dude, if that defense performs in the postseason, all the talks around Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn
Yes,
is
sir.
going to land every single interview he wants.
Yes, sir.
Him and Brian Flores, playoff success, those guys will land really good jobs.
Absolutely. I agree. Well said.
1, I have Eagles.
Oh, my God. Okay. Go ahead.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
Vic Fangio, when you have a defense where you only need to rush 4, keep everything in front of you, 2 really good corners, an offense that runs the ball, 2 great tackles, and Jalen Hurts clears protocol, this Eagles team's been phenomenal. You're like sleeping on them. They've been absolutely fantastic
sleeping.
all season long.
I'm not sleeping.
You are.
My
Wake
number
up.
one. My number one team.
Wake up.
My number one team.
Yeah.
Beat them in the Super Bowl.
Kansas City Chiefs. They look like dog this year. Dog. S-H.
There were years where Brady did not have the best rosters, and he willed them, and he showed up.
But were they winning this ugly?
I
Were they
mean, look,
getting
you'd
this
have to, you would
lucky?
have to. That's a fair question to a Patriots fan who watched every single game during that dynasty, right?
Yeah.
I know this. What I'm seeing with this young man in Kansas City looks like Tom 2.0 to me. So until they lose, I have the Chiefs at 1. I'm sorry. I can't put all these teams, these paper champions, over the potential 3-time champ. I can't do it. And it is ugly. It is. But I can't do it. I can't. Won't do it. Can't do it.
I hate them and they stink.
And they stink.
I think the Chiefs stink. I don't think Mahomes stinks. That offensive operation with the lack of an offensive line,
Yeah.
that's what beat them against Tampa in the Super Bowl. That was their demise.
Right.
The Bills can rush a passer. The Ravens can keep it coming. Like
We've
Kyle
heard
Van
that
Noy on the
before, dog.
resurgence.
We've heard it before.
And hey, look, fine. If it's in the Super Bowl, somehow the Lions get pressure. It's the Eagles or the Vikings that dethrone them. It's the Eagles or the Vikings that dethrone the Chiefs.
I'll take Eagles or Rams.
I'll take Eagles or Vikings.
Okay.
That'd be a big run by the Vikings and Sam Darnold. God, I just
Good
took
luck
Sam
with
Darnold
that.
over Patrick Mahomes in the Super
Yeah.
Bowl. Now I
Thank
get
you.
it.
Thank you.
Let's go Eagles.